All right, ladies, we have reached the part of the show where we talk about our relationships, the challenges we have faced in our lives, and how we overcame them. Welcome to our queendom. All right, tonight's topic will focus on the question, which is more important, being with someone for financial stability or because you love them. Our topic was inspired by Jamel Hill's interview on The Breakfast Club, where she opened up about her mother's need to date men who could provide her with financial security. Jamel said there was a practicality that she thought that it didn't make sense to her to be with a man who could not provide for you financially. I mean, she's very old school in that way. She continued, because it's more than just financial things that you need from a person. There's emotional security that you need from the person as well. Trust, nurturing, commitment, all those other things that really don't have anything to do with money. What are your thoughts on Jamel's comments? And does money trump love? Who wants to go? Lisa Ray, you shaking your eye. I was going to go to you first, but I don't want to seem shady. So I'm going to go ahead and go to you first because you raised your hand. What do you think, Lisa Ray?
Yeah, love don't pay the bills. I understand that. But you want love in any kind of relationship, But are we talking about dating someone or are we talking about being with someone, like marrying them? Because when you get married, and you have the love, the next thing is you all have to build each other to be able to make sure that you all can take care of each other in life, because it's going to cost you, period. So there's no way around that. So I'm not clear on what she was saying. Is it just dating somebody that you want to just figure out if y'all evenly yoked and want the same things out of life that's going to carry you into a ever after of love life together? Or you just ain't messing with them because they ain't about that, they ain't got no pockets deep enough for you. So you like, nah, which you not dating down, you dating on your level. And I concur.
Okay. All right. Vivica, what do you think?
This is difficult for me because, we all want to meet somebody that you're like, wow, he's my king. He takes care of me. But I just find it so difficult if you're not in love with somebody that you have to climb in bed with them. Mm-hmm. Somebody gonna want something. So the sacrifice of, well, he got money, to me doesn't outweigh if I'm not sexually attracted to you. You can only buy me so many things before I'm like, I can't do it. That's me. I get it that a lot of people, or there's women that feel like, well, I need to marry somebody that financially can provide. Well, I think that's an old way of thinking as well, too, because nowadays women, we making just as much coin as the guys. So I think that it's an old traditional way of thinking that now women are looking for good partners. At least I am.
Lena?
I concur with Vivica. Also, I feel like, you should be prepared for both, right? So like, you could marry someone or be someone who has lots of money and he can take care of you, because, a woman is looking for a man most of the time. Can he take care of me and a family? Is he, can he further us in terms of financial and just growth in terms of the entire family, extend and expand me as well. You know what I'm saying? Can I learn from him? Can he take care of the entire, that's what head of the household is being. It's old fashioned, but it still works because men get intimidated by women making more than them. So a lot of times, it works. However, I think that you should be prepared for both. Let's say you meet a man who's making a whole bunch of money, but then he's not anymore. So you have, there could be a time where he retires or he loses his job or whatever the case may be. So at the end of the day, you really do need to have love as the foundation. You need to want to like that person. You need to like them too. You need to want to be around them when things are tough and neither one of y'all ain't got no money, or he does and you don't, or he do and you do and he don't. You have to have something to fall back on. You have to have a foundation, and love is the foundation. But like Lisa Ray says, you're going to have to be prepared for both. You know what I'm saying?
And that's the worst thing, to really have someone that got all the potential and they have money, but they don't even know how to treat you well. They don't even know how to date you.
Oh, that's the worst.
When you have access to it and you know nothing to do with it, but you want me to tell you everything to do with it, that's too much pressure. I don't want that. That's almost like you don't know the lifestyle. And if you don't know the lifestyle and you so old school where you don't know how to date to keep me engaged in the relationship where you say you love me and you want to see more of what I'm giving you, then it's like, hey, that's when you start counting on your finger. Are you sensitive? Are you generous? Are you loving? Are you kind? Are you fun? Are you funny? You know what I mean? You can't just be boring and just do business, 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 because that's not fun in the bedroom or nowhere else.
Yeah. One must live. And I have a saying, live, love, laugh, in that order. You have to live. If you make money, spend it, enjoy it.
Yeah.
Love romancing a woman to make her happy, to make her fall deeper in love with you. And then you got to make her laugh as well, too. It can't just be all money. Like Lisa Ray said, work, work, work. After a while, you're going to be boring as hell.
Yeah. I think we got money and treat you like trash.
I think we got to get away from the fairy tale on both sides, that it's one or the other, right? Like, you can't have a successful relationship with just love, because at some point there is some things that have to, like, we got to have a house to raise our children in, or to eat, or we're going to be stressing each other out and at each other's throats. You also can't be with someone just because they have money, or you're going to be feeling like a prostitute and he's going to probably treat you like one and be disrespectful. Or on the flip side, when the woman has more money and the man doesn't, you don't want that hell, because that's a whole nother issue to deal with his insecurities, and you acting like a man right now and you demasculating me. Like, you kind of need a little bit of both, and it doesn't have to be 50-50. It don't need to be 50-50. It could be 70-30. It could be 40-60, whatever works for you. But let's not act like neither one of them are. They're both important. You know what I mean? Like, we've all been the it girl at some point for many years in our careers, when we got to Hollywood and we had all the football players, the basketball players, the actors. They was after all of us. And apparently we turned down a lot of them because the money wasn't enough. They were rich, they were charismatic, but there was something missing with them. There was something missing with them. So we went out there and we went out there and we got it on our own. And we got it on our own. And then sometimes we get penalized by the regular 9-to-5 guy because he can't relate and he feels like he's insignificant in our lives when he don't have it going on. So it's a really difficult thing. And I think people got to stop being more honest about how the importance of both.
When you start having more friends with your girlfriends and y'all can laugh and go to dinner and have fun and get on a private jet and go to Vegas and have some more fun and come back home and do 24 hours. If I'm having fun over here and I look at you and you don't know how to have fun, you're boring. I can't do it.
That's true.
I'm going to tell y'all a really quick story. I got to see Love this weekend. We went to Vegas, as Lisa Ray said, with Eva Marcel and her husband. That was his weekend for her. But what I love is the story that he told about when he first met her and they really didn't have a lot. And she got on the campaign trail with him and knocked on doors. He said the air conditioner went out in the car and she still stayed with him. She didn't turn into Eva the diva. But to see them now, where they're both highly successful, still look at each other and make each other smile, laugh. We kicked it all weekend, went to go see Usher. It literally restored hope that there are still good men out there. I was so moved. I really was. It was just beautiful to see Black love. Keep hope alive, especially for me and Lisa Ray, that we're going to find us a good man that's going to tickle us like that as well, too.
Yeah. Okay. We're hopeless romantics. So we're wishing for it, we're praying for it, we're waiting for it, but we're not going to settle.
At all.
I know that's right.
And people want to tell women, especially Black women, that are after a certain age, nobody wants you, no one's gonna want you, you might as well put up with my BS. And that's not true. You can absolutely find love in the second half of your life.
No, that's right.
Absolutely can, and a good one at that.
Yeah, and a good one.
In the 40s and 50s, that's when the good ones be starting getting their divorces, and hey,
round two, what's up?
All right, y'all.